All right, good morning. Happy Saturday, October 20th. Well, it's not that great for me. We're supposed to have rain and snow today. I normally do the grass on Saturdays, cut the grass on Saturdays, but not today. So good morning, Apple users. Today we're going to take a look at evidently the best computer, the best multimedia computer, or the best computer for doing creative work, for editing videos. It's not Linux, it's not Windows. It's by Apple. Does not come as a surprise. A lot of YouTubers with many followers, millions of followers, they pretty much stick to Apple products when it comes to YouTube stuff. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I will not be buying an iMac Pro this weekend, maybe next week. As soon as I hit my, the Powerball for $1.5 billion, I'll be buying an iMac Pro. I'm going to visit all 10,000 plus of my subscribers. I'm going to visit every single one of you. Wouldn't that be cool? I could visit Landon, I can visit Farron, I could visit Paul. Good morning from a Linux user. He says, yes, Linux users, Apple users are welcome to these streams, or Windows users, or whatever that you use. We're going to take a look at that iMac Pro here in a second. Landon says, well, you can develop your own software in Linux. A lot of YouTube devs don't know how computation machines work. Okay. Alright, so if we have any newbies out there, or any people who don't normally chime into these live chats, please do stop by and say hello. It doesn't matter really what you use. I just try to keep this diplomatic. I do a live Windows show, a live Linux show. Saturdays, sometimes I'll do a live Apple show. I am not biased. Yeah, so the background music is from the YouTube audio library. Let's go ahead and transition here. Give me a second here. All right, here we go. All right, I am using something called Ubuntu Mate from Linux, a great Linux-based operating system, as you see here. And as usual, OBS Studio to do all this. And here's the song list from the YouTube audio library. The blues. I'm feeling blue this morning. Hello, Ulian Popescu. Well, hello. Everybody say hello to Popescu. So Apple users out there who swear by Apple, now's your chance to tell us Windows users and Linux users why Apple is better. Don't be shy. I just had a delicious breakfast. Garlic toast with cheese and a nice tall OJ orange juice. Yummy. These live streams are viewer supported. If you would like to support the live streams, please do. You can support the live streams for as little as $1 a month on the Patreon page. Someone requested to have $1 a month tier for Patreon. You ask and you shall receive. So thank you. Just check out the links below in the show notes. Of course, you can always contribute with Super Chat. All right, let's take a look at this here. The iMac Pro, 3.2 gigahertz, 8-core Xenon W processor, turbo boost up to 4.2 gigahertz. So we got 32 gigs memory, configurable up to 128 gigs. That should be enough for most applications. 1 terabyte SSD storage, awesome. Radeon Pro Vega 56. I'm not familiar with that one, but I'm assuming that's an excellent one. 10 GB Ethernet, 4 Thunderbolt ports, 27-inch Retina 5K display. Man, my mouth is watering just reading this. For the all reasonable price of $4,599, looks like we can configure. Let's take a look. Ah, Paul, you had chicken fingers dipped in Southwest Chipotle. That sounds yummy. Well, let's see, what do we have here? Let's configure this to the best since I'm worth it. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. Memory, I would say probably 32 memory is enough, so we'll do that. Graphics, let's go better graphics. Why not? I would imagine terabyte of storage would be enough, right? Yeah, don't really care that much about mouses. Adapter for mounting keyboard, pre-installed software, pro apps for education. Nah. Okay, so there you go. $7,299. Is that what it says? To get the best multimedia PC money can buy. And I have to be honest, even if I had the budget, I'm not sure I would buy this, you know. I think I would buy like a Dell or a Lenovo and probably just stick with Windows, you know, somewhere around a couple $1,000, you know, give or take, would probably do it. You know, just something that would runs faster than my Fred Flintstone PC that I still use. So, oh, Paul, thank you. If you aren't so far away, I'd invite you over for some. Well, thank you, Paul. Very kind of you. So there you have it. This is, from what I did the research on, the best multimedia PC that you can buy, starting at about $4,500. I bet this thing just flies and screams when you're doing, you know, multi-editing. I was editing a video was it last week? It was like 6 minutes, and to edit it at, I think it was 60 frames per second, it took me like almost 25 minutes on an old dual core, and that's why I don't do as much editing as I used to. I mean, it takes time to edit as it is. Yeah, it's not fun anymore. So, so there you go. Oh, Popesh, you use all 3 OSs. Cool. Which Apple computer do you have? Landon runs all AMD. Well, I use both. I can't really say there's much of a difference. It really all comes down to the hardware specs, Landon. You know, processor speed, RAM, graphics. I'm not sure that there is much of a difference. I think with Linux OSs, maybe Intel, you might have a few less problems overall. Yeah, Paul says try an SSD. Yeah, I have. I'm thinking about ordering just a small one, like 120 gig, just for testing. I want to put it in. Install it in my other desktop that's just pretty much next to my TV. It's gathering dust. I think I could pick one up for like $30. That's within my budget. Looks like I'll be able to do it this month. Thank you for all of the PayPal supporters to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I might pick up an SSD just to, you know, give it a quick review. I know you guys swear by them, so I may do that. AMD has a way better base for integrated graphics. I don't know. All I can tell you, Landon, for Linux, I think Intel has less problems, you know, running Linux based from what I've tested, generally speaking. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and turn on the ticker. Microsoft's problem isn't how often it updates Windows, it's how it develops it. Those of you who have Apple computers, are updates faster on Apple Macs, Mac PCs? Just kind of curious. Good morning, Adam Grubbs. What's up, man? Yeah, that's about the only thing, well, the main thing I don't really care about, updates, at least as far as Windows PCs go. It takes too long. Just wondering if it's faster on Apple products. The only Apple product I have is an iPad mini 2. Alright, Popesha, you have multiple Apple products. PC Power Mac, G4, iMac G5, Mac Mini Core Duo, Mac Mini G4, MacBook Core Duo. Okay. I've been in the Apple Store a couple times. I think those minis, don't they start at about 500 US dollars? And they're really, I mean, they are mini, they're tiny. It's like the size of a small pizza, almost, or like a square pizza. They're not Linux fast, but they're quicker than Windows. So the Apple updates are between Linux and Windows in terms of speed. Okay, all right. Francisco Santos, buenos días, señor. How are you? You collect Apple PCs, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Hello, Robert. Mint 19 Cinnamon replaced Windows 10. Okay. By the way, there's still a poll out that ends in about 10 days. Just search the channel, just type in poll. Vote for the best Linux operating system for this year, for 2018. You can pick anything you like. We'll have the results next month. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for the super chat. Paul is a longtime supporter of the channel. Paul, next Friday, I think. Friday, 8 p.m. I'm going to be hosting a private chat. You're invited. If you would like to participate in that. Yeah, even a cheap SSD will make a difference. That's what I was told. I believe Toy King Team Group 120. Yeah, they're on Amazon. They start about $28, something like that. So yeah. So I'll take a look at it. But next Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be hosting the private show. I was going to do it last night, but I changed my mind. I needed to get more information on the topic. Can technology prevent drug overdoses? And that'll be a private chat. So right now it's scheduled. I will schedule it for next week. Good morning, Steve Gunnock. How are you? So Pepeshu, what made you collect Apple PCs? Because you like them, or you think they're better, or just as a hobby? I think you're the first person I've met that collects Apple. I have friends that buy Apple, but don't have a PayPal account. Is it easy to set up? Yeah, should not be a problem. Robert, yeah. Yeah, you can support this channel through PayPal, Patreon. Just I have the Patreon link down below, or with the super chat. But yeah, Matt Cubes, welcome. Only people can prevent drug overdoses. That seems to be the case, Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not aware of any technology that can prevent the problem. There is technology to treat the problem. and some new drugs on the market. I'm still reading up on it. Yeah, but it's a combination of factors. I'll talk about it next week. You know, I think this is a problem where it has probably affected most of us in one form or another. Matthew, good morning. Speaking of Apple, Apple begins selling refurbished 2018 15-inch MacBook Pro models in the US. So what are they going to run at? Is there a price? Quantities are limited. I don't see a price. So what would be a good price for a refurbished 2018 MacBook Pro? Doesn't say here, does it? Okay. Math cubes. Why mate over cinnamon? A little bit faster, a little bit lighter. Math cubes. I like the GNOME 2 look or G2 look. Simple. That's what I have. That's why I like Ubuntu Mate Desktop. It just gives me a simplified look. But cinnamon is good too. I have cinnamon on one of my ThinkPads. There's nothing wrong with cinnamon. I just happen to like the Mate Desktop better. But they're both very, very good. What do you edit videos with? I have a Fred Flintstone seat PC from 2011. It's a Lenovo H405. If you guys want to look it up, super reliable. Plays great with Linux. But yeah, it's time for a new PC when I'm able to get one. It just takes too long to edit videos. That's why I try to keep my when I do editing, I try to keep the video short. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I did a 6-7 minute video that took like, you know, between 20-25 minutes for the editing. It's just way too long. Yes, Matthew Moore offers $20 for a refurbished iMac. Mac, that $20, that's just for the paperwork. Yeah, they charge you extra for the manual. Ah, man. $400 tops for a 2018 MacBook Pro, really? Well, that would cover the RAM. Landon, you love cinnamon. Okay, very good. Well, I'm not sure if cinnamon is an improvement over GNOME 2. It's different. I prefer Mate. How low can we go? Linux is as low as you can go, Math Cubes, because the OS is free. Can you go lower than 0? I don't know. Papeshi, you love the old Macs. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I just have one Apple product, the iPad Mini 2. It's been super reliable. I think, Matthew, you have an iPad, right? Mini? They are reliable. I mean, they're good products. Call it what you may. They're overpriced or this and that, but they just work. The service is terrific. You know. How much is all that worth is debatable. I don't think iPhones are worth $1,000. In fact, I don't think any phone is worth $1,000. But that's because of the battery issue. I think batteries in most phones pretty much all suck, except for my Motorola. LJ Pellegrino, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the Total OS Today shopping channel. On today's show, this is the El Cheapo podcast. Matthew is starting to warm up to GNOME. Really? You like GNOME? Wow. Okay. Oh, you have an iPad Air. Okay. That's one step above the Mini, right? It has a nicer screen, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken. Google takes down travel visa ads. Oh, okay. It's nice, but still not worth the cost in your opinion. What about refurbished iPads, Matthew? I think those are worth it. Hackintoshes, wouldn't it be cheaper to make a Hackintosh? I've never messed with Hackintosh, so I really don't know. Yeah. I mean, because of what I do and the hours involved with the video editing, if I had the budget, I would just buy a top-of-the-line Apple product, or maybe, you know, the latest refurb, because it's something I would use to edit videos and do all this. So I'm not going to mess with, you know, an iPad or a Mac clone. Math Cubes, you don't even have a smartphone. Okay. You also like GNOME Shell. Okay. It's okay. It looks slick. It's not my favorite. Robert Roby says you tried GNOME once. It lasted 12 hours. Then what? It self-destructed like a Mission Impossible. Oh, it's a 10-inch screen. Okay. Yeah, the mini's what, 7.9-inch, 8-inch, something like that. Okay, slightly faster. Okay. Yeah, I don't use my mini. In fact, I should clean it up. I mean, I should do a reset and start over. But it's flawless. It just works. Yeah. Hackintosh can be really finicky. Okay. Well, like I said, if I was going to get an Apple product or use Apple, I would just get the real deal. There is an Apple store in Pittsburgh I sometimes go to. They are packed on the weekends. Unbelievable in that mall. So Adams, you saying that the Hackintosh can be fairly unstable if you don't buy specific hardware. Okay, that makes sense. Mugen should probably see what Louis Rossman says about Apple before defending them. Well, I'm not sure if I'm defending them. All I'm saying is, you know, a lot of professional YouTubers, you know, YouTubers with millions of followers, they use Apple. You know, and you can say, well, they're crazy or they're stupid. Can they all be crazy and stupid? Every single one? No, don't answer that. Don't answer that. So there's a reason why they use Apple products. It just works. I suppose you can get into the politics of it, but you know, I'm just saying, I go with what I see. You don't need an appointment for an Apple store. It's highly recommended, Math Cubes. When I went up there months ago with one of my friends, she had to get her Apple thing service or needed lessons, and I didn't think about it till we got there. But they asked if did we have an appointment, and that's when I realized we should have made an appointment. But you do not need an appointment. It's highly recommended. Battery is in the house. What's up, man? An appointment for using some of your life to even bother. Okay. Paints an accurate picture of Apple, Matthew. Okay, if I remember, I'll take a look at it. Spatry, strange you can't hear us. Spatry is once again having multimedia issues with Manjaro. He won't listen to me to just stick with Windows. You never have problems with multimedia problems in Windows, but no. Or Ubuntu Mate. Hello, Alan. How are you? Apple does have the advantage of after-sale service. Yeah. One of my friends, her iPad Pro hard drive went out. She went up there Tuesday and she got it back Thursday. Now that is servicio. So yeah, I mean, how much is excellent service worth? Right? you know, we can probably argue about this all day. But yeah. Spatch, you don't have to sort out sound issues in Windows or Ubuntu Mate. I just thought I would let you in a little secret. Yes. Here's a medal of understatements. Let's see how many multimedia problems there are. Have been in Windows, mainly 10. Or should you lost count? I've had 0, Farron. Yep. Yep. A valid Windows 10 computer, not pirated or hacked, you know, updated. I don't have any multimedia issues in Windows. That's why I still have it as a backup. And I'm assuming people with MacBook Pros have no multimedia issues at all. That's why the Apple PC is ranked #1 for multimedia apps. Yeah, so if you guys are running Windows 10 and you're having multimedia problems, there's something going on. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Johan, how are you, my friend from across the pond? Good afternoon. Spatchy says, Toss, when I want your opinion, I will beat it out of you. Yes, he will beat it out of me, and out falls the Manjaro OS out of my rear end. Anyway, who remembers when Intel pushed that botched sound driver update causing multimedia? I don't have problems with multimedia, and when I do use Windows, yeah, you know, I don't recall having multimedia problems. I have the problems with the wash, rinse, and repeat cycle of updates processing. When are we going to have another Saturday and Sunday night? Whenever you service your multimedia audio issues in your system. That's what you had a problem with last week, right? Very good, Johan. Look, if you're spending $500, $1,000, $2,000 or more on a computer and you're having multimedia issues, take it back. Return it. Period. Die. Right, and that goes if you buy a prepackaged. That's if you prepackaged Linux computer. If you have a multimedia issues, return it. I mean, if I wanted bugs, I'd just download them, not pay for bugs. It's just a thought. Dark One Linux says your Blue Yeti mic on Windows 10 will say otherwise. Changes the default output to headphone jack on the mic. Okay, well I don't have a Yeti, so I can't really speak. I use a headset. I use USB, Logitech, or some other type, and I don't have problems. Yeah. Manjaro works for some math cubes. It just I didn't have good luck with it, but that's just me. Yeah. See, I'm not as twisted as Spatch. You need to have a twisted mind to run. No, I'm just kidding. Long delay. Yeah, there's a setting. When I set this up, I forgot to change the setting, Spatchy, so it has a shorter delay. But that's why. Yeah, that's not Linux. That was my fault. I forgot to change the settings. Anyway, but I can still read the comments. You only use Windows to... Okay, got it. Landon says you want bugs so you can fix them. Ah, okay. Windows 10 is ugly? Oh. No, I think Windows 10 looks fine. I think Apple products look fine. iOS looks fine, so yeah. Game night tonight on Cup of Linux. Alright, Spatcher, great seeing you. I'll be out this evening with friends and family. We're going to a Manjaro roast party. Just kidding. Logan Goodwin, hello. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a news and nonsense to get together. If you have your audio issues sorted, maybe next week, Spatry, how does that sound? Shoot me an email when you get a chance and let me know that your multimedia things are fixed. Remember rule 1, Microsoft knows best. I know. What can I say about that? You know, look, we've talked about this before in the live. The time is ripe. The time is clear for a national standard Linux desktop to compete with Microsoft. Linux desktop, wherefore art thou? That's all I'm going to say on that one. You know, you will test tonight. Game on. All right, let me know how your test works, and let me know. Apple encourages developers to get their Mac apps notarized. Huh? Say what? Okay. Whatever. Not sure what that's about. You get free instruction at Apple Store and you iMovie editing. Yes, they have screens set up, Alan. I did notice it. No, look for what they do. The service is superb. Superb. Is it worth that kind of money? That's up to you to decide. You may live stream the game to mobile guests. Something for the best. All right, let me know how things work out, Spatchy. Oxygen theme look better. Okay. Johan, it's on yours. What is on yours, Johan? You agree about a unified Linux desktop? Yeah. A Tux Racer game night. Yeah, I should. I've been saving some money till I could get a better, you know, faster PC before I do anything like that. But oh, talking about your Mac apps. Okay, all right. Digitally signed. Got it. Well, Steve Jobs was a visionary. There's no question. Yeah, he's 3 for 3. iPod, iPhone, iMac. Oh, iPad. Yeah. Oh, Landon, you would watch you and your friends play Tux Racer. Very good. Next time you live stream, consider heavy metal music. This elevator music's pretty... Let's take a vote here. Who likes this blues music? Who has some class here? Excuse me. Yeah. I'll have to search the YouTube audio library just for you, Spatchy, and type in Wallbangers music, right? Yes, Spatchy, peace to you also. I like my Ubuntu Mate, you know, it just works. It just works. Okay? It works. I don't know what else to tell you. Like Apple products, they just work. I was actually listening to Jan Hammer, the composer for the Miami Vice music. He's got a new CD out. Popescu likes blues. Very good. Elevator music. Okay, well, some of this, I guess, is elevator music. Not all of it, you know. Toe bangers? Ah. Yes. Mm-hmm. How about those ATI drivers? Spatchery remembers. You have a good memory for a demented person. You remember. I don't have any problems with Ubuntu Mate, so drivers, yeah. Wait till I get a new PC, then we'll talk. Right? Anyway. Clear look still look better than Plasma 5. Okay. I don't know. Have a good one, Spatman. So it looks like, based on all the comments here, we can come to a conclusion that Apple makes the best multimedia PCs, right? ATI drivers bad, AMD drivers good. Okay. Why not? Sometimes I think for Linux, AMD stands for all madness drivers. Cheers, Patrice, cheers. What is up with Ubuntu names? Cosmic Cuttlefish. Landon, that is not the most bizarre. One of the most popular. One of the most strangest names for Linux distro was Fedora. Beefy Miracle? Yep, I think Spatry remembers that one. Beefy Miracle. I think that's what it was called. Apple equals Grapple. Okay, alright. Well, Spatry, then this is for you. This Apple Crapple is free. It's only $7,299 for the loaded to the max iMac Pro. This is definitely Spatry's machine. You'll never have problem with sound issues, multimedia issues. Yep. You won't have to worry about no Arch user repository and breakages. It always works. By the way, if Apple wants to sponsor the next Good Morning Apple show, you can, or just send me this computer and we'll call it even. How's that? Goodbye, Spatry. It's time to say goodbye. That's actually a song from our friend Stephanie. Anyway. Yep, Porky Miracle. Well, you know, that's Linux devs are into names. I don't know what else to say. I don't customize that much in Linux anymore. Once I have it working the way I want to, I'm afraid if I change anything, it might break something. So, yeah. There was a report about Linux in the entertainment industry, yes. I'm going to wrap this up here in a few minutes, so let's see. Yeah, Apple has a value of $1 trillion. Yep. The iPhone XR, is that the smaller one? I think it is. Apple's October 30 event. I think they will confirm that Apple is buying Microsoft. Wouldn't that be something? So call themselves Apple Micro? Micro Apple? I don't know. Apple issues invites to the event. Well, I didn't get an invite. Oh wait, I don't have 1 million subscribers either. PCTLC from Australia. Good day, Pally. How you doing? How you doing? Apple is sued over FaceTime technology. Well, how's that in your face, huh? How to download a copy of everything Apple knows about you. Jeez, that would take weeks. Oh well. U.S. Customs is seizing refurbished Apple batteries. Oh, there's that guy you mentioned, Louis Rossmann. Huh. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. I guess there's a safety issue? Huh, okay. They ripped them off. You'll have to explain, Mugen. I don't know what's going on, man. Sell Apple to China for $1 trillion. Our national debt is paid for. That is the problem. Isn't China, retrainer? The problem is us. See, Congress, our officials, our elected officials, do not understand the concept of math. So before we blame China, we need to take a look at ourselves here in the States. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, see, Steve has very good taste in music. This is a very good blues. It's called Super Blues. Check it out from the YouTube. I knew somebody here at class besides myself. Yeah, Super Blues from the YouTube audio library. Check it out. My favorite thing about Ubuntu Mate, it just works. It's simple, it works. Some call it old-fashioned, but it just works, retrainer. I like the fact you can right-click anywhere on the desktop and customize it somewhat. Applets, such as the weather app, highly customizable out of the box. That's why I like the Mate desktop. It just works. I don't have to install extensions to make it work the way I want to. Does it make any sense? I think it does. They really are a rotten company. So, Matthew, it appears that the problem here is not the products, but the politics, right? From what you guys are telling me. Anyway. Apple hopes the Apple Watch can help patients recover faster from spending too much money on Apple products. That was a joke. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Let's give this 5 more minutes and we'll wrap it up for this Good Morning Apple. Uh-oh. Apple's self-driving car in manual mode involved in minor collision. That wasn't the driver's fault. Oh? Both of the vehicles suffered minor damage, no injuries. October 15th, an Apple test vehicle in manual mode was sideswiped while preparing to turn left. Isn't that funny? Sort of, yeah. It was hit by a Toyota Camry. The driver left without exchanging information. This is the second time that one of Apple's test vehicles was involved in a minor traffic accident. Uh-oh. I kill you, self-driving car. Yeah. Yeah. The newer products are pretty bad, really. Not the company it used to be. I don't know. You know, it's I can only go by what my friends have, what I read. Like I said, I don't have, besides the iPad, I don't have an Apple product, an Apple computer, so until I get one where I can just run it, use it, you know, it's really probably not for me to make any concrete comments about Apple. It just wouldn't be fair. But a lot of YouTubers use Apple products, so it's got to be a reason. They got too greedy, yeah. Well, I think the technology for self-driving cars will get better. It's just a matter of time. Do I think the new release of Elementary OS is a decent replacement for the app? No. There is no Linux retrainer yet. There is no Linux out there that can completely replace an Apple computer or a Windows computer, in my opinion. It's not there yet. Until we have a national standardized quality controlled Linux desktop. You know, Apple, for all its faults, has quality control. Microsoft, for all its faults, has quality control. They have a standard system. So there is no Linux. Now, if you're saying the average user, someone who doesn't do multimedia, probably, it could be. But for someone who does multimedia, any kind of video stuff, no. Not yet. Self-crashing cars, yeah. You'll probably have your eyes open when it needs a repair. Well, if I got a Mac computer, hopefully it'll never need a repair. I think you buy a product like that for its reliability. Like I said, my friend, she had her computer hard drive went bad a few months later, and it was fixed in 2 days. It was under warranty, but that is superb service. So Math Cubes likes Ubuntu. Okay. Yes, Farron. No company is perfect. I know about 1809. I know. If those cars hit someone who is legally responsible, well, that's a good question. I don't know. I may take a look at Rossmann vids. Look, I'm just telling you, you know, high-profile YouTubers like who's the young man? He's got like 7 million followers. MKHD something. I think he uses Apple. You know, they just work. So yeah, I mean, we can argue about the politics of a business all day, and that's justified. Yeah. Every Apple product you've owned, you've had to file warranty claims. Really? Interesting. Well, my iPad Mini, I bought a refurb, Matthew. It's no problem. Yeah. It runs the way it should, so I don't know. Again, on the whole, Farron, on the whole, they have, I mean, yes, Microsoft botched this one up, the 1809 update, I agree. But on the whole, the systems work. They do. Apple, they've screwed things up too. But on the whole, they work. I was thinking about taking a look at Ubuntu 1810. That has LXQT. I'm curious about that one. This your sister's iPod from '06 still works. Wow. Okay. Cool. The Microsoft roasting stream. Yeah. Right. Really. Maybe we can do that Monday for Microsoft Monday. HP all in one, no problems. Okay. Yeah. Most of those high-profile YouTubers get a lot of equipment free as long as they sell their product. Well, I don't know about getting Apple computers free. You know, I don't know about getting a $5,000 computer for free. Yeah, when I get a chance, I'll take a look at those videos. Well, that goes any chance of me getting sponsored by Microsoft Monday, right? I'll get a call from, you know, Microsoft headquarters. Well, Toss, we were going to send you a nice multimedia PC, but you were mean to us, so no, forget about it. Hello, Yugi. Ooh, Winamp, the first update in 4 years. Ooh, the world's most famous media player. Okay. I'm stuck in the 90s? I don't know, am I? Hello, Richard, how are you? I can see we have lots of Apple fans here. Hey, I'm just going by what works, okay? You know, you guys who watch this content stuff, you don't spend hours editing and doing this and doing that. It's a pain in the major kernels, so yeah. I'm just going by what I read and what works, you know. So, Winamp's apparently now llama friendly, okay? Spin Viking says CBC did a report on Crapple's lousy business batteries. They can only yeah, again, we're talking about the politics behind the actual product. I would have to agree. It's not user-friendly. Completely agree there. But we're talking two different things. Do the products work the way they're intended to work? And then you could ask about servicing and the policies and the politics behind it. And I'm with you guys. You know, but you know, when I'm spending hours editing videos, I'm not thinking about the politics of the system. I just wanted the damn thing to finish editing. Oh, don't get me start into a fire rant. Very good, Richard. I'm glad you're doing good. Blender is very good. Landon, there's a lot to learn with Blender. You pretty much need a beefy PC though, and I don't have one, at least not yet. But there's nothing wrong with Blender, Landon. It's good stuff. I use a Kdenlive because I found that there was less of a learning curve. And like I said, even with Kdenlive, it takes 2-3 times longer to edit the video. But it was easier to learn, so yeah. Well, I guess they don't want you self-repairing Apple products. So, yeah. Can you have a project folder with Blender? I don't see why not. I think Spatry uses Blender. What's your Ubuntu 1904 codename prediction? I don't know. Yeah, Blender is good. Yep. Alright, last call for comments. And we're going to wrap this up for this fine Saturday. This is such a great piece of software, by the way. OBS Studio works awesome in Linux, Windows. I guess it works great in Mac too, I'm assuming. What a great piece of software. A little bit of a learning curve, but not too bad. But it's awesome. Yeah. Anyway. Crappy carcass, huh? Sweet themes. From Noob's Lab. Check out Noob's Lab. Feel free to spend thousands. I would never spend thousands of dollars on software, Richard. I would spend it on a nice computer, hardware. And I might look into Adobe software for Windows. I heard it's pretty good. I don't think that runs thousands, right? I don't think so. Dining Devilfish. Here we go with the food again. All right, Steve, thank you for stopping by. You use Blender. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's a good piece of software. I've looked at it. It's a bit of a learning curve. It's not for me, but it's good. What's Stinger? Oh, I guess that means it's faster, huh? Fade. Okay. Anyway. Don't think MathCube likes Adobe. I think Spatry uses Adobe. So talk to him about it. I think he uses it. Anyway. Alright, I think we got everybody in the chat. I don't think we missed any questions, did we? Robert, double dog dare. Double dog dare. Interesting. I don't know. Ba-da-ba-da-bump. All right. Get out of that. Okay, I'm done with this stream. I want to thank everybody for stopping by as usual. Always a pleasure to chat and argue and debate with you guys. I think it's all in good fun. It's, I guess, we can maybe all learn something from these streams sooner or later, right? Adobe Flash Riddle, yeah. With problems, yeah. Now, what's the piece of software for editing? Is it Adobe Premiere? Right? I think that's what it's called. Anyway. Alright, I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow. There will not be any show for this evening. Like I said, I'll be out with friends and family. So probably sometime tomorrow. I might be out tomorrow morning for a Good Morning Linux, depending how late I stay out for this evening. But anyway, I need to do my dishes. I had a terrific breakfast, and I'm going to start my day. So have a good day. Always a pleasure. These live streams are viewer supported. Support the channel if you can, and maybe one day I'll buy an Apple computer and let you guys know just how sucky it really is to make all of you guys happy. All right, take care. I'll catch you later. Bye.